Their key goes to 260, did tracking. I'm referring to the service addressable market, which is between $60 and $90 million, not the overall addressable market. The corporation is worth trillions of dollars, and this man has some amazing orders from ByteDance, Google, and Meta. He now talks about owning. And this is my interpretation since he did not identify these individuals. I believe he now owns OpenAI and Apple. You'll see that's up 6, Marvell. Amazon Web Services is available to them. Some of these others are also their business partners. He will receive his portion though, because this was a combination of AI being real and $6 to $9 billion real. Marvell will receive a decent amount. Nvidia cannot be snubbed. People ask, wait a second, is Nvidia, as they leave? To put it another way, he can come in and improve chips that have inference if you have any. But keep in mind that Amazon is Marvell. The main one is that. Matt Murphy is that, and Marvell has it. That is a net negative story for Nvidia, isn't it? He is also a major partner of Nvidia. There are always friends. Indeed, Broadcom is a major business story this morning, providing excellent guidance for Q4, and stating that it sees a huge opportunity for AI revenue in the future. Harsh Kumar of Piper Sandler goes a little farther this morning, increasing his Broadcom target from 200 to 250. Glad to see you again, Harsh. Cheers to Friday. Now is the time to highlight Nvidia and its incredible 2024 year. David Nelson, Bellpoint Asset Management's chief strategist, is now joining me. David, great to see you. It's also intriguing since, as you may recall, Nvidia was the top performer on the Nasdaq the year prior. People kind of questioned whether Nvidia could pull it off again after it took a vacation. Oh, it did it once more. A few of your ideas? You know, you would have been out of business a few years ago if you had sold Nvidia each time it saw a 10% correction. That's the type of stock. I believe that this company is more than just a semiconductor manufacturer, which is something that many investors misunderstand, even if there is obviously competition. In this ecosystem, the chipset is accompanied by software, coding, support, and several more services that are difficult for AI engineers to replace. I believe you'll discover that there is space for a significant number of gamers. Many businesses are involved in the current dispute between GPUs and ASICs, which are application-specific applications. Both, I believe, will live and thrive. Yes, I do understand. Jensen Huang, you know, has been told that Nvidia is different from the other players and that he is a really remarkable person with a lot of vision. It has its own environment and language, so it's more than simply chips. Because it's different from the others, a lot of visitors choose it over the long run. What do you anticipate the situation will be in 2025? Is it still a leader? It will undoubtedly be a leader, but as you may know, forecasts are prone to a great deal of failure. I can assure you that we have no idea what 2025 will hold. We're currently dealing with a few market-related problems. We don't know what we don't know, and rates are a little bit higher. However, I believe that we are still in the early stages of the capital expenditures that are taking place in this infrastructure rollout, and that will probably continue as we upgrade it. Nvidia will undoubtedly participate. Other players will also be present. Watch the capital expenditures at the hyperscalers if you want something to be concerned about. Companies like Microsoft and others have seen a significant increase in capital expenditures. It would be concerning if you began to notice that, come in. That would indicate that demand wasn't quite as high as we had anticipated. We are now monitoring Microsoft's capital expenditures of approximately $67 billion. Right now, the data reflect that. Nvidia would likely face difficulties if we were to see things come in less. Yes, I do understand. David, how far along is the AI revolution? Look, we're only at the very beginning. Some remark, while others argue, oh, it's a slowdown. However, you begin to hear about spending caps. What do you suppose our location is? What are you anticipating? I believe that this is still very early on. Since they are currently spending all of the money, we really need to see the return on investment. Not so much in the infrastructure build-out, as the Nvidias of the world are obviously profitable, but rather in the Microsofts of the world beginning to generate a profit in a significant way. We're already witnessing indications of that as it spreads throughout the remainder of the industrial complex. It is being used by many businesses. To be honest, any Fortune 500 firm that does not have an AI model in place is likely to be searching for a new CEO. It's obviously significant, but there will be ups and downs. We will have to retrench at times when things slows down, but it doesn't mean the game is over. Describe the group to me. Considering the names in the group, we were just looking at AMD, and it's really underperforming. Intel was criticized. You know, the group had many ups and downs, struggles and setbacks. Are they all winners, you know? Which names catch your attention? Of course, not all of them are winners. AMD has a place, in my opinion. Most likely, it's on the inference side. As you may know, training massive language models and even retraining them has become essential in the current day. However, when you expand this and use it by all of these businesses, you require inference, where you're actually processing a request, be it a job or a forecast. AMD might have a part to play in it. I don't know, Intel. This company has made a lot of blunders. The business is working to rebuild. They will most likely be in the back, but who can say for sure? I'm a little worried about Broadcom. In fact, I found the build-up to be somewhat unexpected. The stock didn't move much when Broadcom first disclosed, if you recall. It may have been up or down a percentage. Nvidia's exuberance over the past few weeks has been somewhat dampened by their statement during the call about all the money they will make in the future. However, I continue to believe that there are many gamers who have the potential to earn money. Another highlight is Marvell. There are plenty of them that excite me. I have plenty of them. Correct. You brought up Broadcom, don't you? Marvell, what say you? Marvell is one of ours. That was a fantastic quarter, in my opinion, and their current focus is primarily on networking. With all of these massive language models on the cloud, they must communicate with one another, which is where Marvell comes in. Marvell could simply boost the speed of its optical solutions. And in a complex application like artificial intelligence, that is obviously quite necessary. Yes, I do understand. And what do you think in the end? You know, they're releasing that for Nvidia because we discussed the Blackwell chip. You know, David, how much demand will there be for this? I can't tell you what actually goes into the Blackwell chip because I'm not an expert on this. For that, you'll need an expert. However, Microsoft purchased 85,000 H100 chips last year. Meta accomplished twice as much as that. And it will be a crucial advancement in AI and AI computation if Blackwell is what they appear to believe it is. I have a strong suspicion that Microsoft will also go there. However, Nvidia should change course and take a look at a company that is genuinely making progress in a sea of red, particularly for its firms. In fact, this is the only tech company that is still in green zone at the moment, albeit marginally so. As the year comes to an end, Nvidia is up 6% and our third best performer in the S&P 500. Describe what you're seeing with Nvidia for us. It's hardly surprising that this transaction has occurred during the past month or two, when many of the Mag 7 names have reached all-time highs, while Nvidia is still 10% off its peak at the end of November. Therefore, it's still in the area of repair. However, many of those Mag 7 names are now showing a slight decline, while Nvidia is experiencing a slight increase. One of the reasons we're seeing some interesting alternatives there, in my opinion, is that you can take use of. If you would like any other changes, please let me know.